Howdy everyone, GI Menace is back, and today I'm starting the Ready Play Yikes series, where I view controversial video games, such as this one you are witnessing right now. So brace yourselves, y'all. Completely brace yourselves for something that's just out there. Let's do some Monster Madness. And you're going to see where I'm going to have an issue within this game. So prepare to see a lot of issues, especially in this game. Now, I'm only doing this for educational purposes, okay? So don't worry, I'm not really doing this for fun. And now you'll see the issue I have with this game. So, I will gladly explain why I have an issue with this game. With this first level. Why are we versing an indigenous chief that is undead? And let's even look at the bestiary for a moment. Let me just find it. The chief. So I'll let y'all read that. And let's get into the main part of the game. Yeah? So I'm gonna show what he says when you defeat him. Now that one is just Zack. Now with Carrie. Now I do wanna even say, as somebody who is heard from a lot of indigenous people, well, I can't speak for every, but referring to him as the eye slur, which you saw, like the one that, derives from South Asian people. Yeah, it's actually a slur. So I don't use it, but if you're gonna use it, well, that's your issue. But it's something I wouldn't recommend unless you yourself are indigenous. But at the same time, it's something I would heavily recommend you not use in general, personally, because it even takes away from the meaning of the word, which I'm not gonna get into for this video. Now let's see what Carrie has to say, and I really make sense of what I'm saying. Up next, with Andy. We did Carrie, we did Zach, and now we're doing Andy. I'm gonna pretend I never heard that, but in general, we know why I'm like EO especially. Leslie, Jennifer, see how this goes. Back to part two, everybody. On Monster Madness Battle for Suburbia, on the Ready Play Yikes podcast slash series with Menace. So I'm going to be playing as Jennifer, just to show how controversial the game is a lot. And yes, this game is very controversial. If you don't believe me already, they over sexualize in general. It's really sexualized, which I don't think you should be sexualizing any characters in this game. They sexualize a minor in this game, and this is the one you see right here, Jennifer. Now, a lot of people are going to be curious, how old is Jennifer? And last time I checked, she was roughly about 17. Let me just double check the instruction manual. And yeah, she is 17. Now, I do have a hot take, and my hot take is even if you're 18, you still are a child, in my opinion. I'm sorry. Unless you're 21, then you're still a child. Just my hot take. I'm pretty sure it's not a hot take for a lot of people, but yeah. And there's also a cheat, a weird cheat for her that you can like literally make her pink bra bigger. I'll just put it that way. And that's the messed up part. So I just wanted to throw it out there. That's how messed up this game is. Oh, wrong level. My apologies. Hold on. And now we go into second level. So, yeah. So, of course, this is just like one level right here. Let's get to the point. You're about to see some weird things in this game. Now, I want you all to know that if I'm correct, this game was created in Texas. So, yeah, you can collect some more of these things because these things are very important in the game. If you don't have these things, then you're messed. So these are what you need to upgrade your weapons. And if you don't have enough to upgrade your weapons, you're gonna need a lot of tokens as well. Monster tokens. And if you don't have these things, of course, like I said, yeah, you're basically screwed. The more difficulties you're on, higher difficulty you're on, the harder it gets in the game. Let me just hop on here, and it'll go right into the part where we're like, we're gonna see pretty much the messed up part in the game. Oh boy, do I suck at this game. There we go. Oh, never mind. I fell. And I want to keep y'all waiting to see the more of the controversial parts in this game because literally there are controversial parts. I'm telling you all. So I do want you all to at least see that. Oh, it just seems so crooked. Now I'm doing this game again for educational purposes. I always want to throw it out there. Here comes our hero, or soon to be antagonist later at one point, Larry Tools. Wait. Hold on. Yep, I think we all see what we're seeing with the character Jennifer. Now, what I mean by what we're seeing with this character, why do I see like they're always sexualizing her? Like I said, so yeah. And yes, there is a cheat code for you know to make Jennifer's what bigger. Like I said, but at the same time, I'm not gonna get into that as much as possible because that's just inappropriate and beyond the case. Still, Larry can craft this. We'll take it. Okay, that's all I can get. Alright, we got a pipe shotgun. Now, for the real deal. Oh, not this game being crappy. Here comes Monster Fest. Our first one. And brace yourselves, y'all, for one of the controversial parts I was telling you all about. So just brace yourselves. Because we literally are gonna see something so inappropriate in the game. Just take a look at this scene. So literally, you have a smooth side explosive zombie. Let that sink in. Not only how they'll throw their, BOMBS, I mean, this just censor it, but especially they themselves will actually go ahead and, well, like I said, explode like that. So the story is basically 14s literally going through monsters of all types of beings, trying to survive and, well, collecting monster toxins at, on the way. Now you got that down, we can progress. I think it should be enough ammo. I need the coins. I do not know why this game really thinks you can just abuse animals. Particularly making them into, well, zombies. I really try to avoid using the word zombies just because of the negative connotation it has. And if I'm correct, it is linked with Haitian theology or belief. Do correct me, anyone in the comments. So, yeah. And it has like a deep origin that I don't want to really butcher because I'm not Haitian. So that's something I won't tell just for that sake. And now we're versing a fat zombie as they call it in the game. Pretty gore for a game. Which I think is just pretty much stuff you're making a fat zombie. Really in video games, I don't understand why, they do these things. When you get too close, it's gonna fart. Apart from a belly flop. Told you. We got the key. Oh my god. Oh, you're getting where I'm going. You're gonna see why I don't like this game. I had to grow up to really realize how, well, fucked up this game is. Pardon my language, but hey, let's get to there. Get some more materials, and I'll see you on the second level because, well, yeah. And we are back with level 3, actually. My apologies. We'll read a bit about the fat zombie before we progress. So let me go to the fat zombie. And I'll see what it says. Personally, I don't even understand why people are obsessed with farts. I feel it's kind of rude. But hey, that's a story for another day. And we are going to progress. Oh, okay, it's up there. That sucks. These are imps. So, yeah. Not just any imps, fire imps. Hmm. But we have seen at least some fat shaming in this game, which was Fat Zombie for a great example. I mean, I don't see what's wrong with being fat. I see nothing wrong with that. Heck, I don't believe that fat people should be accommodated. Long story to get into, and honestly, that will defeat the purpose of what I'm showing you all. Of a very controversial game. And here comes the spider. You know, I don't really like to harm spiders in games. I really try to avoid harming them in real life at the same time. It's just if they are like, you're gonna bite me, is what I worry about. But that's a story about another day, especially with arachnophobia, which I feel is just one of those things that we just humans. It's complex to get into. You know, pick up some more of these monster crystals, of course. Let's see what's on the tennis card because we can get some real good stuff here. So the reason why I'm even doing this on the easy mode is actually just to like show you all. I mean, there's more to see in the hard mode, but I'm gonna try my best to go through as far as I can in the game. You know, so there's that in a nutshell. Yeah. Oh, I need some help. So let's find Larry Tools because we're gonna need a key. So you're gonna see a lot of what you call. I promise you're gonna see a lot of specialization, not just with what you call vampires, but even witches in this game. I promise y'all that. I do not know. I bet it does. You're not flying. And let's not forget, now we're getting the tropes how some blonde people are dumb, is it? I don't know if that's like a trope, if I'm correcting right. Or like beautiful people are just dumb. Either way, still harmful in my opinion, you know? I don't know. Just my take. Anyways, let's get back to leaving this cart. Oh, I can't reach that. So I'm not gonna try anymore. And now we're gonna run into a clown. Now I'll be glad to educate you all on a clown. If y'all do not know why I have beef with clowns. So look, Red Nose trying to give a feature as in, well, how big black people's nose can be in that stereotype. Red Afro, big shoes. Like we have our 4C hair. What's wrong with that? And let's not even get me started with, you know, like with the shoes, they said, like how our feet are big apparently in that stereotype. I mean, I do want to throw in this disclaimer. If y'all do not like what I'm saying, that is y'all. How the heck did I get that low? Oh, I got it. If you think you've seen enough, you're totally incorrect, y'all. I'm just gonna break that down. There is more on this level. Doesn't matter which way you go, but hey. No, what you're witnessing is a character known as Bigfoot. And if you know who Bigfoot is, that's just another name for a Sasquatch in indigenous culture. Or is it like indigenous folklore? But yeah. I'll be glad she owned that. And yes, I will show you the bestiary of Bigfoot now. Let me find Bigfoot. Here he is. Or here they are. Now, the interesting thing I find weird in this game is that, like, when you take down an enemy, for the most part, how slippery they are. So, look, they're like ragdoll, you stretch out, as you see. Which I feel is weird, because they even do this with the characters when you're, like, your playable characters, when you unalive them, or when they get unalived. Okay, reach that, come here. So now I'm literally unaliving a sacred creature, if I'm correct. Or at least that I call this a point in my book. Not a good point. I see this as a bad point. And when I say a bad point, I'm not referring like this is a bottom of my cart. I'm more or less saying this is like This is a point of why this game is shitty. Why it's bad to be playing it. And I'm probably gonna die now, aren't I? Here comes the fat zombie. I best keep moving on. A lot of zombies, eh? So you can actually apparently get this game on PC, and they like revamped it in a way. So that's pretty messed up. And now we're gonna verse undead pirates. And this one I would still got it back on this part. This is the trope I was talking about, y'all. How it's showing like apparently just you know. I guess what the game was trying to aim for was attracting people being dumb. I'm not gonna say that 5-letter B word. But y'all know where I'm going. But hey, this game is full of bad stereotypes and tropes, y'all. I'm telling you that much. Alright, we made it to shore. And more explosive zombies right here. All right. Without further ado, let's get into the boss fight. Julie versus an undead grandma. A zombie grandma, as they call it in the game. Or just granny. Now, let's take a quick look at Granny. Okay. Okay, so she can spit. Why are you throwing cats? And this is kind of messed up right here. Because now I have to unalive cats in the game. Yep. So this is kind of messed up, in fact. So now that we're having to do this in the game, what's nonetheless important is that there's a lot of things to get into. Alright, sorry about that. Sorry for the glitch. Wait, why is she kissing me? This is just... No, this is messed up in the game. This is like... So the reason why I see this as an issue is because why is somebody, technically a stranger, uh, oh my god. She's still throwing cat? It's quite messed up. Oh, time to put a kick into this game, eh? No, 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 wow. Wait until she gives you an abuse, like a spanking in the game. Quite, quite messed up with the animal abuse in this game. I hate this game so much. It's difficult. Come on, face me. I'm gonna stand aside over here for a moment. She'll literally give you a spanking in this game. Seriously, I couldn't even escape that crap, bro. She'll give you a spanking in this game. And the reason why I emphasize this is because why is the stranger giving you a spanking? Oh my god. See, that's what I'm talking about. You can literally see it in the game. Give me your ammo. Need ammo. And what sucks about this? Like I'm almost done this game. Well, I guess it's how I die. I'm just gonna cook these. No, we're done this. That's a relief.